Hello and welcome. You're listening to MDGR Radio coming to you live from our studio in the Shinra shipping plant. I'm Mock.
And I'm Scott. Thanks for tuning in to our inaugural broadcast. So, today we have a short show prepared. We're going to go over some of our favorite tunes from various video games and talk about some stories affecting our lives here in Midgar.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting, very fun. So coming up for our first song, we have one of our favorites, a song that originally comes from the Mother series. This is Pollyanna by Keiji Suzuki, and this is the version that you can hear in Super Smash Bros. Melee.
I mean, yeah, this song to me is just reminds me of high school.
Right? When the characters are loading in within the capsule thing and you see on it there, like, yeah, we've done that thousands and thousands of times.
Oh man, so many times.
And speaking of high school, didn't we used to study a lot about the dangers of Mako rain? You remember that?
I
I
do
feel
remember
like there was
that.
a lot of lessons, a lot of priority placed on Mako rain. But as we all know, thanks to the advancements of technology by the wonderful Shinra Corporation, Mako rain has seen a decline in recent years, which makes the upcoming Mako rain forecast a little bit of a rarity. That being said, there is a Mako rain forecast, so residents of the upper plate, please be aware, take precaution.
By the way, have you heard that urban planning is trying to come up with some deployable shield so that this Mako rain stuff is a thing of the past?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, Reeve has some kind of contraption that he wants to make so that it shields the upper plate from all this Mako rain that we sometimes see.
Thanks for the info, man.
Yeah, with Reeve in charge, I think it'll get things done pretty quickly.
You know, with all this Mako on the mind, I think I have a perfect song coming up next. And yeah, that's going to be Chemical Plant Zone by Masato Nakamura from Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
So I don't know if you know this. There's two things that I'm proud of in my gaming life. One is that the very first video game I ever played was The Legend of Zelda for the NES. And the second was my first console ever was the Sega Genesis. So I played Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was actually I think the game I played the most. All right, up next we've got a 1995 classic, Stage 1 from Kirby Block Ball. By the way, Scott, during this recording, I am actually wearing a Kirby shirt.
What?
Yeah. It's one of my favorites.
That's awesome, dude. Did you get that or did...
I actually bought it for myself.
Nice, dude.
I was out shopping and I saw it, and it was one of those things, like, you see something and you have to, like, it's part of your identity immediately. I needed it in my life, and for 2 years it's been a part of my life.
Awesome, dude. So cool. It come from any specific Kirby game or something?
No, it's just he's riding on his star, so it's like his star surfing, picture. It's a teal shirt, and it's like kind of like, at this point it's like faded, that it looks like super retro. It almost looks like a retro shirt now.
I like it, man. Coming up next, we've got In a Classroom of Taiyo High School. This comes from the PlayStation version of the game Rival Schools by Capcom.
If you played me that song, Scott, and didn't give me any context, I would think that was from a dating sim game.
Fighting, dating, what's the difference?
All is fair in love and war, I suppose.
I feel that.
Anyway, one thing I do love doing is going on hikes. And I don't know about you, but have you been up to Mount Corel lately?
No, I haven't. How's that?
It's absolutely breathtaking, and it's worth the hike. This next one is a perfect listen for the next time you go up Mount Corel. So this song, Scott, this is probably my favorite part in Rebirth, which sounds crazy because so literally all you're doing with the party is it's like your first kind of Yuffie's in your party now. You're walking up to get to the next section of the game, right? Mount Corel's in. I think you're going up to see Barrett's place, right? Isn't that where Corel leads? To the city of Corel, right? North Corel. Barrett gets kind of dragged along by Yuffie, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna just run up ahead or whatever," because Yuffie's all like, "Yay, we're gonna go," and Barrett's like, "Well, I got to keep an eye on her or something." So it's you, Cloud, Aerith, and Red 13 that are hiking this mountain. And I think without this song, it would probably be like the most mundane traversing of a mountain, because it's basically like go up the mountain and fight enemies and go to the next area and fight enemies, right? It's very linear in that sense. But as you're going up this mountain, Yuffie has left little chalk drawings of like chibi versions of herself and Barrett looking all cranky with like arrows that point you which way to go to. And this song is playing and Aerith is having a climber's high while doing the whole thing. It's amazing. It's like, it's my favorite part of Rebirth, I think. Yeah. And I think that this music really brings out that whole like kind of feel like we're going on a hike, you know, type of thing. And it's like not part of the original score at all. So it completely blindsides you. You're like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this music? So like that feeling persists like as you're going through this whole thing as well. So it's like an experience, I guess is what I'm getting at.
This is a nice song. I like it.
The next song comes from Phantasy Star Online, Crossing 3084.
And we're back. We're coming up towards the end of our segment here. Thanks so much for tuning in. The last song we have to play is Treasure Trove Cove from the iconic platformer Banjo-Kazooie.
So 98, like this game brings back memories of that first year kind of living in that house, getting used to kind of a new life for me. Which is interesting because it's about collecting puzzle pieces and putting things together. So I was like, in a real sense, trying to piece my life, my new life together and figure out, that whole thing.
I like that, dude. That's just, it's so super meta of you just to like go back and dissect. Oh yeah, Banjo's collecting puzzle pieces. I was collecting puzzle pieces for my life.
Yeah, man.
I was collecting Jinjos.
I was firing the gigantic Jinjo at Gruntilda.
It's like if I don't know, if someone got like a brain injury or something,
Right.
and their brain rewired to fuse the memories of the video games they played with their actual
real
life, and like,
Man, do you remember when we had to battle that crazy ass witch and try to figure out? No. Wait, what?
every time he
That's
finds
funny.
a puzzle piece, he's like, "Yeah, dude, nice. I need 100 more of these." All right, so I think that's the end of our time for our segment. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all have a great rest of your week here. Mock, you have any plans for the weekend?
Well, I was gonna go with my friend to the Chocobo races, but since that's canceled,
Right.
I think I'm pretty open. Gotta figure out what to do with the kids, I guess. You?
You know, I think I'm going to take a little bit of time and spruce up our studio a little bit. The janitorial closet has been great for our first show, but the fumes are getting to me.
Well, I think that'll do it for us from our Sector 8 studio. Hope you've all enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, Midgar. All right, coming up next is the 1995 classic Stage 1 from God damn it. Oh, God, I love Clerby Bachball. Holy shit. Okay.
Dude, I'm going to Photoshop a Clerby now. I have no idea what this is gonna look like, but we're gonna have Clerby's going to be the mascot of MDGR.
Oh my God. Okay.